Vods, how are you? Vods, I'm sorry, I didn't start the recording early enough.
On rim pregnant over 7 times, mada video on it, mada video on sha best moments in a single stream, mada rebritant book video on rim, yelden ka sidat rim live in a turkey at, and many more bu ingenieux inly don't remember.
All of that did happen, that's true. All with Lucy, too.
I don't know if that counts as advertisement, but can mention another streamer name.
Yeah, no, I don't have a lot of rules on here. You can mention whatever. Meltor, no worries. Let's do it. I do want to get back into the modded Animal Crossing. That's the one thing we didn't play yesterday on my 13-hour stream. I'd like to get back to that.
Do you know Blue Rubis?
I do not. I don't think that's how you pronounce it. Blue. Sorry. I do not, but feel free to. Is that the username? Because I can totally shout them out. I'm curious now. I'm gonna do it. Let's see if that works.
Just a brawl. No.
This seems like this.
You
is
guys
correct.
fight. Wait, they have. I have a knife. Yeah. Here's how we do it, chat. We sneak in. Chop.
Get sturdy, my
Plays
lord.
games like Skyrim and Red Dead, but with the NPCs being voiced by viewers
Oh, it's lost
TTS.
4 in a row. Sire, maybe you should take up belly dancing.
No.
He plays games like Skyrim and Red Dead, but the NPCs are voiced by viewers TTS. How does that work? Do you have like a slight explanation on how he manages that? That's fascinating. That's cool. I've never heard of that.
And that's why I mentioned it in this stream, because if it would be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any idea how he does that? That's super neat. Thank you for the likes. I assume it's just Evie and Allie liking the live, but thank you for the likes over on the Clock app. I appreciate it.
I built something similar actually. I'm assuming he mods it in the game, otherwise it's on screen reader.
Neat. Schlock, I dig you, your space, and your people. I'm so bummed I can't stay longer. You're good. You're good. Go to work. No worries at all. I stream every day if you ever do want to pop back in, but no pressure whatsoever. I appreciate you being in today. You got a really chill moment in stream too.
Buy mango. Have a good day at work.
Not that that's bad. It's kind of nice to have a little bit of chill in here. Yesterday was crazy. Yesterday there was so much going on. At the beginning and end of stream, we had just an assload of conversation topics. I knew this would be a more chill stream regardless. Just because I was just playing a normal Skyward Sword game, generally.
Speaking of work, he gotta go as well. But bye Shla.
Bye, Lucy. Take care. Have fun at work. Don't lose your job for Sokka streams. My father is calling me. Sorry, father.
I don't know the technical side works, but if it's just Skyrim modern, you can on the purple app chat with a button you get assigned a random character. There is a keys but once you type stuff in chat it automatically gets killed in the game voice files, or when you have a conversation with the character revites for the love that you come through, you can also have effects on the characters.
That's fascinating. I think we'd run into a problem with the games that I play because I don't play internet-based games. But that is interesting as a concept. That's neat. I will ponder that.
Skyrim isn't internet-based, to be honest.
Yeah, but you would have to connect Skyrim to the internet to get those messages to connect, if that makes sense. Like chat will have to message in chat, so chat would then be connected to Skyrim via the internet. And that's the challenge there. Guys, do we like Apple? Also, welcome in, Evelyn. Do we like Apple? Chat, general consensus on Apple, yes or no?
E o connect de chat bateu your PC and then a script that reads that bat and puts it in Skyrim.
Still would be a little hard.
She's cute.
She's cute. We love Apple. It'll still be a challenge with the games I play generally. Oh, wait, no, we have a theme going for our villagers, which we should also figure out. We're looking for villagers that are homosexual magenta. So they have to match the purple that is currently not on stream. Ironically,
Apple is innocent enough.
Apple sort of matches that color, so I'm gonna stick with.
All right.
I'm gonna stick with Apple for now. Nah, don't go yet. We like you, Apple.
E de love to voice a priest that just preaches about cheats.
I think it'd be interesting. I don't plan on playing Skyrim in a lot of those games. They just don't really match like my thing, which is the only challenge there.
Wise choice.
Thank you. That sounded like a threat. But I think there are games I could do it in. Even like Ocarina of Time, potentially, I could make that happen. I just have to work with a modder. This is crazy. I do not have that money.
In China. My worst villager, I need some tips.
You're trying to what?
A second not has hit the Loop Brothers.
That's funny.
Emir.
Welcome in. We'll keep the bamboo tree, that's fine. Sell the coconuts. Sell the weeds, sell the clay. What can I get rid of? I need space. That should be good. Welcome in, Lovebug. How are you? Cool. We need to destroy a building and we need to destroy an incline or a bridge. So I'm going to work on those as well.
It's Paolo.
Yeah, you've said that before. Good luck.
Him doing good. He was bowling, just got home.
We were talking about how white bowling is earlier, Lovebug. That's your first strike. That's pretty white of you. You should know better, Lovebug, is what I'm saying. Nice, I need the money right now.
Is it less white for the fact he haven't gone bowling since 4th grade?
Weirdly, yes. A little bit less white. That's like the only requirement. If you haven't bowled in like 5 years, you're good.
I go to bowling alleys for the cheap booze and video games.
What bowling alleys are you finding for cheap booze? Is there cheap booze? Is that a thing?
Want a random lore fact about me?
I do. I really do. I'm just going to pick them up and then I'm going to... Oh, I guess I have to get rid of them
My
regardless.
child shares a name with one of the chatters he lives in around.
Child shares a name with one of the chatters I've seen.
Ones that were made more than 20 years ago.
Wait, Melter, you have a kid? God, I'm so lost. Melter, I'm not following the lore on you anymore. I'm sorry. Ooh, commands.
He have a 13-year-old.
I think we might have talked about that at some point. Commands were not working on the clock app, but they should be now. Evie, I apologize. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. The voices reading comments are sending me.
Jack, look at my last message.
Is it less white to have absolutely sucked at it? I used the bumpers and still didn't get a strike. Welcome in, Beck. Sorry for the wait. Sorry for the wait on your intro. My deepest condolences. No, I think it's more white that you are horrible at it, actually. I think that actually worsens your username shows? Yeah, it's your username. I don't know how to fix that. Oh, Evie doesn't have enough points. I'm sorry, Evie. You've got to watch more. You don't watch me enough, Evie. It's that simple.
Yeah, going bowling and sucking at it is a white person thing.
Yeah. Stanley, thank you for being the regular. How are you? I assume you found me.
No, because there was white professional bowlers all around me talking they white the in ball.
A white person sounds hella racist.
Welcome in, Evie. Guys, there's a game going on. There's a game going on. Stop interrupting me. You're scaring Stanley.
Huh.
Stanley, how did you find me? I assume through Animal Crossing and not through like TikTok or anything.
You won't get into Rage Dukes, stay with my plan and Tower Dukes.
Nice. I'm good. Good, thank you. Found you through scrolling through AC. Nice. Yeah, I've got full TTS on. I'm trying to...
I miss Georgia 16.
Me too. I am actively trying to do Uber interactive streams. So I have full TTS on for everybody
I miss Georgia too.
that uses the asterisks. So feel free to...
Also, Jack, Queen, is that a crown or a tiara?
This is a tiara.
Where is Georgia? What happened to her?
She was swallowed by Australia, I heard.
Bex High.
I am actually not going to fill this because I need to terraform.
Sly.
So when I do this, the TTS activates.
Yeah, I've got full free TTS on 4 platforms every day. My ears hurt.
LOL, I was gonna type to Australian, double frowny face.
This is incredible LMAO.
I do my best. Yeah, I custom coded my TTS platform. Generally non-spammable. People figure it out though. Let me... I need you to visit my island. Sorry. No, thank you.
You wanna know that the cheats meme started from me misspelling TTS.
Shame I got the boring white guy voice.
You did. You can change your voice on my website, Shaka.com. Ruby, what happened
Find
to...
everything you need right here, bestie. Schleika.com.
Ruby, what happened to... Hello, how are
Better
you?
than the French drunk guy.
I do like your voice a lot, Face Meltor. You've got one of the best. It's so funny. I'll hear people... I know a lot of people that have stopped playing Animal Crossing on stream because they just get so exhausted by people trying to come, like, either visit their island or go to their, mutually visit islands. We get, like, as an Animal Crossing streamer, it's like 10% of your audience is people that are like, my dono code is open.
It's so funny to me.
My dono code is open. Come to my island.
Whenever you wanna type a number, you can say just 10 need or type 10420 for 20.
Sure, true.
I need you to visit my island. The code is 420XX.
It's fine. Like, I get it. People like, you know.
Not sure if I like this one better or my purple app voice lol.
Yeah, fair. I like
He'll
this voice
stick
a lot,
with the
actually.
boring white guy voice for now because it actually fits me, as a boring white guy myself.
Fair enough. I'm one of those too, unfortunately. But welcome to the community, Stanley.
He will say that the more white he act, hopefully he'll get less Mexican allegations. Him par Puerto Rican, so bowling it is.
Fair enough. Can't argue that.
Stanley is a sought-out expert on boring white guys. Lol, just listen to him.
I am going to mess around with the screen for a second. I apologize. I don't know if this makes the game less or more laggy. I'm just messing around. Stanley, you're perfect the way you are, and every boring piece of you. We all love Stanley.
Guys, it's okay to be boring and white.
You guys are sweet as hell already.
God, I love this community. Look at us.
Stanley can't be more boring than Shlackas no TTS streams.
Yeah, I haven't had a no TTS stream in a long time. Sometimes you turn it off, though. Occasionally. It seems like everyone only turns off TTS out of spite, though. Rarely is it out of necessity. Stanley, for a little intro, my name is...
Wow, BX, your TTS sounds just like Jack Lord.
What's Beck's TTS?
I only follow wholesome streamers, so consider that a compliment.
No, I appreciate it. My name is Jack, Shlakasaka, if you want to pronounce it. We have full TTS on, as you can see, 4 platforms, though mostly it's just 1 or 2 active at a time. Generally, the majority is on the purple app.
Look, he will say that at least Stanley isn't the boring white and racist kind. Right, Stanley?
Right, Stanley? Right?
I was making a joke cause you read Big's last comment, lol.
Oh. Oh. My bad. Went right over my head. I am dumb. I am too dumb for jokes. No jokes. But we appreciate anybody that comes in.
Gorilla.
Why are we trying to scare him away? Ignore this. Sorry, guys.
All
right, that's all you need. That's all you got. Sorry, Stanley. Ignore that.
I moved over here, but my voice is the same on both platforms. It's the Filipino chick. I love her. She is me.
Nice. They're
As
cheering.
an LGBTQ plus community member, I find it impossible to be any kind of phobic.
Nice. We like to hear that. I go by he, they pronouns. We have a lot of LGBT community members in chat. I just got married to a woman, so I failed that battle, but, you know, you can't win them all. I am bisexual.
Yay for the gay.
I got married last weekend. But, you know, I love being an ally now. They're forced to be an ally. You know what happens when you get married. You're no longer gay. No longer gay. Gay privilege is just taken away.
Bro lost his gay card.
I know. I'm really sad about it. I'll miss it.
I'm not racist, but I do agree that preconceptions can be accurate and funny. Like me, I'm German and love cars and sausages.
Gay here too.
We have a lot of guys. And whoever KL is. KL, who are you? My pronouns are just he, him, because I'm a cliche. XOXO.
Stanley is white and boring and gay, a perfect member of the community.
My pronouns is archi barra dam because you are nasi barra dam TGS.
Face melter, you're gonna scare everyone away.
Imagine you holding a pride flag on someone snatching it away d'un second you got married and replaced it with a poster that says alive for the gay.
True.
I can tell I'm gonna fit right in.
KL says he likes black dick. What are your pronouns? What are your pronouns, KL? Are you a member of the LGBT community? Is that what you're saying? They, them. Nice.
Stanley, you might be a good fit here, but can fit in you.
Whoa. Pronouns are black dick.
Twitch their own, KL Twitch their own.
He'll make an effort to jump in whenever I can, but it's already 11 p.m. here in the UK, so can't make any promises if there are late streams, haha.
I kind of stream all over the place. So feel free to join the Discord if you want notifications and everything. We got a good community in there too.
Are you gonna play Tamagotchi Life Todays?
No.
I'm not sure my husband would be happy about that, boo-boo.
Husband. Tis just GOTSPC.
Does it get spicy when husbands are involved?
Jack streams hella early. Sometimes it's okay, Stanley. You'll find your way back.
My schedule right now, for anybody that's curious, is... here, wow, it got really quiet, sorry. Noon, Monday, Tuesday... Oh, wait, no, it's incorrect.
Is late as hell.
Noon, my time.
Cherry is always spicy.
Just for context, it is 3 o'clock right now. I'll just put the time on screen so you can see it, so you're not confused. It's 3 o'clock. Noon on Mondays and Fridays. 4 o'clock on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And 9 a.m. Sorry, 4 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday. 9 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. Not today, though. Today was...
The cup chair remains empty always.
What? Huh? I'm flattening my island right now. I'm playing Animal Crossing for...
That is early. Makes my life easier.
Nice.
Let me know if you need it, Phil Stanley.
I am playing 365 days of Animal Crossing straight. If I fail, I have to restart. This is the third island. My third island. But we're going to win this one. We're 177 days in.
Stay away from the chair melter.
Hi, Lee.
Thank you to Lobomo alt çizgi.
Thank you, Lobomo. I appreciate it. Thank you for the heart, man. That really, the gifts on the clock app really help. Thank you so much. They help the algorithm more than anything. So thank you so much.
I'm joking, by the way. You have a wife.
Are we all married in here now? What's going on?
What time did you play Animal Crossing on your wedding day? Like, when did you slip that in the schedule?
I finished my third island last year and want to restart again soon.
So, I played Animal Crossing after the wedding.
Not us all being wifed up.
But it's a complicated situation. My fiance, my husband, my wife, my wife's bridesmaid really fucked up and spilled a bottle of champagne. My wife spilled a bottle of champagne in our room while trying to steal it from our room after the wedding. So we were forced at the end of the night to stay in the room. So I actually had more time than I was expecting to play Animal Crossing because I couldn't do any sort of after party I couldn't enjoy being with my wife. It was 1 a.m. and I had to spend an hour waiting for maintenance to clean up shards of glass from my entire room. It was horrible, and we have not talked to her since, other than me sending a horrible message to her.
Yikes.
I sent a nasty message to her. I guarantee she's been crying for the last week straight. So, which I don't love, but a little bit deserved. So, who does that?
Why is she stealing ela carrola fra melhor?
Technically, she brought it earlier that day, so she felt inclined to come into our room and take it back on our wedding night. Champagne.
Imagine you guys finishing the wedding feeling to wait to hang out because you have to play Animal Crossing.
It would have been that, but because of this situation, it wasn't that. We were really disappointed with this. We were really disappointed with a lot of the bridesmaids, groomsmen. But not Sky and Bomb. Sky and Bomb killed it.
What if you had the honeymoon while she busted in?
She was waiting outside our room, drunk as shit. She walked into our room with no shoes on.
Should have made Lucia bridesmaid.
No shoes on.
The purple app chat comes in clutch.
Maddie Avis and I would have been killer bridesmaids.
Honestly, I played Animal Crossing New Horizons on the morning of my wedding day to chill my nerves. LMAO.
Fair, it's nerve-wracking. She came into our room, 1 a.m., barefoot, grabbed two...
Bridesmaids for Schlagerheit. Best mans for his vifu.
What was I saying? Barefoot grabbed 2 bottles of vodka, one of which she brought, grabbed a bottle of champagne, at least 1 bottle of champagne.
Girl didn't have anything or anyone better to do.
And she dropped it. She was so drunk that she just walked through the shards of glass, so her feet were bleeding all over our floor in our room, which is more why we wanted to make sure someone came to clean it up. And then she walked out, said, sorry, I'll call someone. We said, please, dear God, don't call anybody. We'll call somebody. And she then continued to talk to people.
Jesus Christ.
Continued to talk to people for an hour in the hallway. It was pretty horrible. It was pretty horrible.
What are we talking about?
It was pretty shitty. We're pretty pissed off about it.
That sounds like a nightmare, Jesus Christ.
That was the night of my wedding. That's what we're talking about. So it was really a shitty thing to do. I sent her a horrible message. I mean, not horrible, a fair message.
That's actually terrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
It was a lot of things. We were not stoked about our groomsmen and bridesmaids. Again, outside of the people I invited from Twitch. Thank God in Christ I did that. I'm shocked that worked out so well. I'm so deeply, deeply thankful for Bomb and Sky. Rips, I can't explain the story again, unfortunately,
100%.
That's horrific, Dan.
Yeah, generally that's the deal. It was a mess. So, like 20-year-old friendship that we're like, it just was a mess. It was a mess. But overall,
why did you not make me the best man you would have showed you my cheeks?
In terms of groomsmen,
They'll just look back at the VOD if I remember.
I can also just tell you a different stream. I'm just not going to explain it again right now. I've said it a couple times on different streams. What? My best man was my brother. My brother's on the spectrum, so we expected him to have some challenges. He did have some challenges, but nothing so much out of what we expected. So that was okay. I had another groomsman that I won't get into because she pops into stream once in a while. Not super stoked about that. We had, but we can talk about that on Discord if anybody wants the tea. Lynn had 3 bridesmaids. Her maid of honor, we were really upset about her speech. Really sort of weirdly insensitive. And the other two, one was fine. It was just like she just didn't do a lot for the wedding. She would like not respond to messages and stuff prior to the wedding. She just like it was really hard to get in contact with. And then the other one did this champagne thing. So not a great ratio. Not a great ratio. I would give you the tea, but she genuinely pops into stream once in a while, and I'm not going to start that fight on stream. But I can happily talk about it on Discord.
You can't blame the GIF for mental challenges probably did amazing.
No, I'm very happy with my brother. Very impressed.
That's crazy. Oh my god, yes, tell us on Discord. I'm invested now.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about wedding drama. I try not to talk about wedding drama because it's a wedding. I don't want to like bash on my wedding immediately after.
I can only imagine what was said in the speech.
It wasn't horrible. But it wasn't.
Groomsmen were dope though.
Actually, you know what? Sky, you were a groomsman at the wedding. You were dope. I'll get into it. Sky, how did you feel about, if you remember, if you were coherent enough, Lynn's cousin's maid of honor, her speech? How did you feel about that? Especially when it was located within the other speeches. And it's okay if you're like, I noticed nothing wrong. I thought it was fine. We don't have a lot of second opinions here. Sky was a groomsman. I invited 2 from Twitch to be groomsmen. I'm very thankful for that. I also invited several others. 2 of them came. So we had Sky, Bomb, User, and Soda. Best decision I made. Lynn and I both agree best decision we made in this whole process. Invite your Twitch. Invite your chat.
I read about drawing the line between humor and class in the speech. I thought it was a bit too bullyish for the scenario. It acted that way here, not there.
Completely agree. Couldn't have said it better myself. Actually, wouldn't have said it better myself.
Can you guys have another wedding?
We actually made a joke about this, but absolutely not. We would never do it again.
So the impression I'm getting is that the speech was more about drawing attention to her, less about being gracious toward you and learn at your own damn wedding.
That's exactly what it was, and that's exactly what we said.
You should have invited less RL people and more sha people.
I know, I should have. It was weird.
Jack and Whiff wedding.
Well, the speech was especially weird because she gave us the speech before the wedding. I don't want to talk shit about her cousin, but she gave us the speech before the wedding.
You could have do an anniversary celebration and invite more the people at chat.
I would maybe consider that, but I would never pay for it again. I'm so stuck in debt. I didn't pay for a lot of it, but even the stuff we did pay for, I'm so in debt. She gave us the speech beforehand, and she said, hold on to this. This was verbatim. She said, hold on to this speech. And she looked at me, the man, which felt weird. She said, make sure she holds on to this speech, or that you hold on to this speech for her, so that in 50 years, she still knows that I'm a good person. And so we were like, wow, this must be a really fucking damn nice speech. And it was really kind of rude. The speech, well, it was rude the whole time. And then after the speech, in the one she wrote, she had a little extra section that was like, it was like bonus content. And at the end of the bonus content, it says, if Jack is ever pissing you off, I will get my husband to kick his ass while we go out and get our nails done. That was literally the last. Hi, Amber. That was literally the last paragraph. You don't need to do a GoFundMe. You can donate to me in so many ways. So it was very weird. Yeah, the whole thing was weird.
Maid of dishonor, am I right?
Well, and so my wife now was her maid of honor, and so I was under the impression that this was all happening because she was playing on Lynn's tone in her speech way back when. And Lynn was like, no, I was super nice to her the whole speech. She was like, I was never mean to her whatsoever. And so that threw me.
Wow, tastes.
So that threw me.
Hello,
fully.
Jack.
Hi, Sonic. How are you? Anyways, doesn't matter. It's over. But we definitely would probably have not done groomsmen and bridesmaids. Could we go back?
Wow, tasteless. Yeah, that's kinda whack.
I can't remember it word for word, but I recall there being some digs at Lynn. I don't know. Just can't imagine someone saying like, and take a look at Jack's big forehead or he's a dirtbag in that situation. I'd cringe a bit. Oh, there were a lot of red flags and a lot of weird digs.
How has your day been?
A lot of weird digs at my wife, especially, but a little bit at me too, and especially in the bonus. But day's been good. I'm pretty tired. I'm a lot more tired than I thought I was when I joined stream today, but I'm good.
Yeah, like yikes.
It was weird. It was weird. Again, Bomb and Sky killed it, and I'm not saying that because they're on stream or anything. Like, I'm so thankful we did that.
Thank you, the Big Match Man, подчеркивание.
Thank you, Amber, for the sausage. That's definitely a hot dog, but...
Red Flag Guy is running wild on that story for sure.
Yeah, it was just kind of weird. It was just a weird thing. I'll definitely put more into Discord if anybody wants the full tea. But the big one was her bridesmaid spilling champagne in our room the night of.
Thank you to Big McMahon
Like that one you would have.
Thank you to Big McMahon.
Da hero outubro.
One moment, guys. Thank you, Amber. It'll be a second.
Thank you to Big Mac Man _
Thank you to Big Man Autism.
God, thank God for
Thank
TTS.
you to Big Mac Man _
Thank God for TTS. There was a degree where I did wish I did a speech when they were happening, but c'est la vie. Maybe a toast next time we're together as a group. I think Lynn and I both would do an anniversary Twitch chat anniversary. I think it'd be cute. So, we'll see. I'm not quite sure.
You would never wanna see that. Again.
I mean, we're certainly not happy with any of it. We need to convince you to renew your vows after a while. Yeah, we were originally going to do that. Originally, that was the plan. But then this wedding took everything out of us that we were like, we're probably not going to do that. But I certainly think we do something with Twitch chat more directly. We'll see where we're at in a year.
I'll officiate it.
There you go. We'll see what everything's looking like in a year.
Ali and I are much closer to Cali now. We would travel.
I would love to meet you all. I think that's the bigger thing. I just think it'd be nice to have an event to meet you all at.
It would
definitely have to be something that we collectively all paid for, because that gets really expensive. Or we just go to a bar, you know? Like it couldn't be anything planned at this point. I spent so much money on this wedding. Despite me not even being like in charge of the money of it. It's just weddings are expensive. But overall, great day. I think our biggest complaint was like the bridesmaids and some groomsmen, sort of.
I'll give you and with a bottle of champagne that I won't try to steal by the end of the night.
Thank you. That would be great.
We could rent outubro and have a big sleepover with games or manatees.
It'd be fun. Well, I do want to do more events. I need to once Once TwitchCon, I'm actually just going to turn the volume down. It just feels a little bit loud. Once TwitchCon tickets are out, you're going to get a slew of messages from me planning TwitchCon, because I'm going to invite everyone. Like full Discord, add everyone.
Let's rent out a movie theater and play games on their big screen.
And then I'd like to do, in a perfect world, I'd like to do 2 Schlaka invited events every year. So this year it was...
I accidentally cut my finger with scissors this morning. That hurt.
Sorry to hear that, Toaster. The TwitchCon and technically the wedding were like the 2 like Schlaka events this year. And I think if TwitchCon goes well, I want to keep doing that. I would never expect somebody to join, obviously, but I think it'd be nice to have a kind of an open invite for people to join if they wanted to meet, because I really like adore you guys, genuinely. So to some extent, I feel so close to you guys that it feels weird not to meet at some point, you know? Is my take.
E que na tom your face on stream batuata volta yarel.
Ali is looking up details for the Purple AppCon as we speak. Lol.
Wait, it's in San Diego this October.
Yeah, I guess I haven't brought it up recently. TwitchCon is in San Diego every year for the next 4 years. I went last year and had a great time, but I didn't have any following, so I didn't have much of a following, didn't invite people. Kind of a last minute plan.
Be happy.
This year in October, I'm going to get everyone together. So as many people as can. I'm going to get a whole group. I'm going to be there every day. We're going to have a great, grand old time. And you all should come if you can, really. Allie, if you want to post the TwitchCon link in here.
It's 4:20.
It's 3:20 for me, loser. If you want to post the TwitchCon link in here while we're chatting about it. Maddie, I think Maddie's already planning on coming. So I was hoping Maddie and Bex would come. I'm sure User will be there.
It must suck to be you then.
I think Aves is trying to come.
It's 5h20.
There's several people that have already told me they're like working on it. I'm also going to invite other streamers that are kind of in the same category.
Will I get banned if I make Taco Bell sounds too much?
Yes, if you spam in any regard too much, we can time you out or ban you.
I don't know what we're talking about. I'm just volunteering to go.
TwitchCon in San Diego in October. Maddie's already...
_crossing good call, and it's 420 here, Jack.
Maddie's already told me that she's going to try to drag you, so we'll get as many people as we can. I think it'll be a lovely weekend. TwitchCon is 3 days. I don't expect everyone to come any amount of time. But it would be really nice to get everyone together for that. It's also the one place I feel like I can invite some of the youngins in chat, and it doesn't feel super weird to invite them. You know, if that makes sense? Like, I don't want to, like, invite...
I'm hoping that's the next year 2027 I can go.
I don't really want to invite youngins to a lot of things, because I think there's a lot of things that I'm just going to want to, like, have... Like, if I was, for some reason, like, actually renewing my vows for Twitch, you know? I don't really want a bunch of like kids there. So the children in chat don't have a lot of opportunities. I think their opportunity is going to be TwitchCon every year. So, because I just wouldn't be comfortable otherwise. This is a long terraform, and I feel like I'm not doing it very smart.
If Toaster comes, they have to wear a giant banner that says banned.
True. I don't think Toaster will come. I think Toaster's like 10 years old. What was I going to say? I do think we'll get like name tags for everyone for that. I think that'll be really fun. I just think it'll be a lot of fun. It would be a lot of fun to meet you guys. So
I think that confirmed it. LOL.
I'm almost confident Toaster's 10 years old. This is going to put me to sleep. How many people are sleeping out there? Raise your hands if you're asleep right now.
How's the weather?
Today, weather's pretty nice. It's very sunny. Or was. Yeah, it looks pretty sunny.
Name tags and their TTS voice so we know who's who.
It's like rhythmic. Yeah, it's kind of putting me to sleep, and I can't fall asleep because I'm on stream.
Beau sleeping with teens.
My brain is always asleep.
No, it's just not developed yet, Toaster. You'll get there. You'll learn when you're older. How large is this area?
I'm 15, dude.
Age drop. 48 minutes left on stream. We already extended stream, so that's updated. So I've got quite a bit of time. I'm just going to be terraforming, though. I knew this would take a long time.
As someone flattened their whole island, there is no efficient way to flatten it.
No, there isn't. Hopefully in the next game they'll fix that. It would be so easy to fix it too.
You don't have to make an exact time, sir.
I have to make an exact time. I extend stream based on how many donations I get. So that's the donation timer. I have a timer at the end of every stream. But thank you for giving me permission not to have the timer on, Toaster. Toaster's like, sir, you do not need a timer. Thank you for your permission. Toaster, I'll consider that. You have no points, Toaster. You've wasted all your points.
Yeah, Toaster get the... We did God.
I don't think Toaster has a clue what's going on this stream half the time. Toaster, you used your points. Everything takes points. You used them. They're gone.
Toaster, where's you are, mom?
Toaster is trying their best, but it's still not enough.
I don't know how much longer Toaster. I don't know how much longer Toaster stays in the community. I'm sad about it. I just don't think Toaster's here for anything other than the weird commands I have, which to some extent I'm very thankful for. I'm blessed to say.
It's free.
Yeah, so true. To some extent, I'm thankful that people like it, like spammers like it so much here. We have a lot of... Gotta get rid of these.
I'm not sad.
No, I know. No one likes Toaster. That's the problem. It's the problem.
I'm not a spammer. I'm just autistic.
Nah, most people in here are autistic, though. That's not really the excuse. Also, yeah, that you are a spammer. By definition, you are a spammer, for sure.
Why am I not loved? Well,
But then he says stuff like that, and I'm like, I'm back in. That's hilarious. Objectively hilarious.
Oh, Toaster, you should ask your mom that one.
Oh god. Toaster and Turd Boy are together. Sorry guys, everyone get out of
See,
here.
you can stem because you've been here for long enough, you have not. In loser.
One of you, if Toaster and Turd Boy both stay in chat, one of them are getting banned today. I can feel it. That's just not gonna.
What voice does that yo work with?
It's, make them fight to the death. Actually, a good idea.
Make them fight to the death.
Actually, a really good idea. I'm stuck. Damn. I don't know if Turd Boy's still in. Turd Boy, let me know if you want to fight to the
Imagine
death
not
with
being
Toaster.
liked in this community. Lol, that must suck.
Wait, actually, that's an interesting idea.
Mocking mad fight.
It's an interesting idea. If we have two spammers in chat at the same time and we haven't banned either of them, it would be actually really funny to make them fight.
I don't send people to the hospital if I want to.
Do we want to make them fight? Do we actually want to make them fight?
Make them fight.
I'm okay with that. We're two people that have been on the verge of getting banned for so long. Do we make them fight? One of them comes out victorious. Turd Boy and Toaster,
Fight.
are you in? Are you open to this idea?
Why, what did I do?
What did I do? Part of the problem.
We take the other one out by shooting.
Toaster and Turd Boy, let me know if you're into this idea. I'm not fully there yet, but
how does this work?
You guys have to convince us that you're
Or it's
you're
going
worthwhile.
to backfire horribly and they're going to unionize.
How can I fight in chat?
No, you just have to you have to convince us you're worth keeping. That would be the point. That's a funny idea. I actually really like this idea. This is such a Schlocka only idea.
Whose videos are better?
I win. I just get into a bath. If he jumps in, I just plug myself in.
All right. You know what I'm gonna do?
We
have 18 people on the purple app. I'm gonna say fight to the death. Fight to the
Toaster
death.
is losing.
Okay, Ali turned on Scary TTS, which completely.
Give 2 minutes each to present a case against getting banned.
We can't do anything now that Ali turned on Scary TTS.
No.
And so never mind. Enjoy Scary TTS, everybody.
I create Toaster edits.
Okay, well, here's Scary TTS. Enjoy. The first slur I hear, it goes off. It was a great idea.
Tits.
Cheese.
Ali moves everything.
I'm gonna kill kilometers.
What's scary TTS?
Asterisco y love ya lágrimas de felicidad, lágrimas de felicidad.
I love your.
What do you mean by
What do you
slurs?
mean by
Tits.
slurs?
Filtered?
Cheese.
Everyone say slurs. I hate this. Just get it out.
Spanish?
Fuck my life. What is it?
Balls.
Ni.
Filter del
Whoa!
LFAO.
Wait! Whoa! Hold on. Turning off TTS.
I'm just joking.
Guys, both Toaster and Turd Boy just tried to say the N-word. Both of them just tried to say the N-word. Can we ban both of them? Did they both lose? At the same time.
Bon.
Toaster and Turd Boy, what are your final words? Holy shit. That Ali did it. Whoa, wait, congratulations to Ali.
That's not the N-word, put it in translate.
I don't care about translate.
LMFAO day. In lost the game.
Immediately got a
Both
copy
lose.
paste. This is crazy.
welcome.
That was crazy work, Ali. Wow.
Shut up, Toaster.
Hold on.
I didn't try to.
You even made a joke. We've already banned for jokes.
It's just random sounds.
We don't know about toaster sounds. That's true, but it is weird that you immediately knew to to use like non-American characters.
Okay, bye, I'm bored.
Okay, well, Turdboy can go regardless.
Curtsies.
That message Toaster sent looks like the unknown alphabet from Pokemon.
I'm definitely banning Turdboy.
No, it's not bad, just put it in translate TDS.
Turdboy is being taken out back. Everybody say goodbye to Turdboy. I'm going to keep terraforming. Everyone say your farewells.
Still
Allie,
mad at me now.
Allie, I love you. Allie found the one way. Incredible work. Incredible work. Really good stuff. Turdboy makes an N-word joke. That's an automatic ban.
Turdboy makes his name too.
That's crazy work. Crazy work. Turdboy's actually 12, fun fact. That's a ban. Alright, Turdboy's gone. We can also kill him in Tamagotchi now. That's crazy work. Okay, Toaster, it's time to look at yours.
That's my genius wife right there.
Very smart.
You turd BOI.
Okay, I am going to plug... All right,
I got
here.
us fam.
I am going to test something. I'm going to mute that. Oh, wait, hold on. That is crazy work.
What? Please trust it.
I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna mute. TikTok might hear this, which I don't love. One second. We're gonna put it in Joey. I can't hear it at all. I still don't hear it. All right. I'll come back to it. I'll come back to this.
I forgot about the N-word thing, bro.
Oh, if anybody's in Kick, you can take Meme Dude out back.
Use Google Translate.
Shut up. Is that what it would have sounded like, Toaster? Okay, so for everybody on the purple app that couldn't hear that.
Yeah.
This is apparently what he was trying to say. And you guys have to decide on the purple app. You have to decide if this is bannable just for him trying to do this. Knowing that he's fighting for his life, trying not to get banned. He's fighting for his life. Toaster does not want this ban. Banned. It's just the fact that he immediately knew what to do. He immediately knew how to...
What's wrong with?
It's obnoxious.
Banfer Dobit being is annoying.
Toaster, okay, you have 1 point of redemption here. I'm gonna keep this bit going and then I'm gonna end it. You have 1 point of redemption. You have one message you can send to redeem yourself. What do you want to say to chat to make yourself worthwhile to keep here, Toaster? And I'll let chat decide.
Jack, be happy.
Okay, thank you.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
No, you're good, Aves. I could have done it too. You could have just texted me to do it.
I wasn't trying to say any slurs. I was just trying to see what those noises sounded like on this TTS.
All right, that was the one message. Chat, you have to decide whether Toaster is worthwhile to keep.
No.
Immediately. No. I'm going to look at Toaster's TikToks, though. He was talking about how he has Toaster content.
No.
Most people don't seem to like that. Toaster.
You were just trying to slur? Bye.
It's Toaster edits.
Jack, what do you think about neo pronouns?
I actually don't have a lot of opinions.
Hello, Marschlaken.
Be better, kid. Juices.
Toaster, it seems like everyone's really tired of you. I think you're going to have to apologize very
Toaster
nicely.
shouldn't be on the internet unsupervised anyways.
Toaster, I think you're going to have to apologize really nicely on my website. Actually, yeah, what am I talking about? I'm taking Toaster out back. Toaster constantly talks about how he would not watch my streams if the TTS system that I have existed on the internet. He just wants to play with the beeps. I don't know why I even entertain Toaster. I think it's funny to... I think it's funny to have... It's funny to have someone on that's here just exclusively for the TTS. That command should work on there, Lee. You should be able to shoot. Toaster has been taken out back. Toaster's reign is done. And Meme Dude and Turd Boy, all of them are gone. They're all gone. They cannot hurt you anymore. It's been a long time coming. They're gone now. They're gone. It's okay.
Hey, Toaster. I genuinely mean this.
They're gone. You're safe.
Thank you for freeing us, Jack.
Anytime. I'm sorry it took so long. I really am trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. All right, anyways, guys, what do you want to talk about for the last 30 minutes of stream? We've hit a lot of topics today. What else do we have to talk about?
Jack the MVP, saving us all from doom.
Hail, Jack. Diplomatic AF.
I'm feeling less sick today.
Nice. Good to hear.
Jack had restored faith in themselves. We will ignore how long they let it go on. Lol.
I just want people to be happy, man. I'm still on Toaster's account. Also, this is Toaster's account if anyone's curious. Not that anyone's curious. This is what his account looks like. We need to figure out what we're going to do with this island. I think I'm going to make a... I need to make a map. Thank you, Lovebug.
Boobs Island.
You're welcome.
Sorry it didn't TTS. Boobs.
It's only fair.
It's going to be a lot more quiet in here without the bleeps, though. He loved those bleeps. The thing with Toaster is that I think he's actually going to be sad. He's actually going to be sad that he got banned. Like, he genuinely liked the TTS. I just wish he was any more interesting or funny or wanted me here or wanted anything to do with us.
Yeah, you can't make a balls island and not a boobs island. That's sexist.
It was never a balls island.
I'm having chicken poppy for dinner. I'm so excited also we hope is sad like knowing is sad brings me a little smile thinking about it.
My girl right there.
As you can see, Jack, we're totally invested in talking more about Toaster.
Sorry, I'll shut up. TikTok and its random censoring of words except for curse words. The censoring on TikTok's so weird. It's like genuinely so odd. Welcome in. How are you? What are you doing exactly? I am terraforming. What are you doing?
He played Roblox yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Is to Indigo from your stream to play.
So did the Padres end up winning yesterday?
No, they've been doing
And
horrible.
many other things, lol.
Yeah, but to do what? I what am I doing on my stream is so complicated. My name's Jack Slakasaka. I have full TTS on. If you want to speak, you can speak. I am terraforming my island down because I just didn't like this island layout. I was creating Outset Island from Wind Waker. I didn't like it very much. Just didn't appeal to me for some reason. Didn't connect. So I'm terraforming the island down, flattening it, and then I'm going to start over. I'm probably going to design the island before I start making it on like a island designer online. Just because those always seem to be a lot nicer. But I also want to make it somewhat focused on having people over. So that I can have people visit and have it actually be like sort of semi-fun. So...
Our team is the Rockies. Convinced people only go for the views. BC, the team is beyond terrible.
Yeah,
He got bored with it looking like a penis.
It's true. Our team sucks. The Padres suck, but I had high hopes that they wouldn't suck when I moved. I was like, we're living right by the stadium, so they have to be good because we're here. They suck, but they didn't suck at the beginning. They were doing really well at the beginning. They were actually on like this crazy like record-breaking streak at the beginning, and then they started sucking, and now they've lost every game for the last like 10 games. So they lost again today. I just had to check. So we're not doing so hot anymore. We still are doing well ratio-wise, 17 to 10 wins, but not great. How do you feel like being a pretty princess? I feel good. I have a princess command and people put a tiara on me.
I have found that to be the story of most baseball teams, really great at the beginning and then just something happens and it all goes to.
Yikes, you live next to the stadium. You traffic. He say like he didn't know the general area you live at cough cough.
Traffic's not actually bad.
I'm also a Mets fan, so things are great until the season starts.
Nice. The area I live in, I don't care if you guys know, I live in San Diego. I live right by the stadium here. The area I live in doesn't get busy unless there's a game. So it's actually really mellow until there's a game, and then it's like super packed. But at the point that it's a game, like you can kind of prepare for it, which is nice. Everyone has their own TTS. You can use TTS. Use an asterisk before your message. We just have a bunch of TTS accents. Also, hi, Afro Dude.
Him from Arizona, him go for the Arizona Diamondback Sunday. They suck.
Yeah, there's a lot of shitty baseball teams.
In the world is Carmen San Diego?
I'm not topical enough to know that reference. I'm sorry. But I recognize it. As a reference I don't know.
Statistically, Cherry's only 2 good teams.
Yeah.
Where's Waldo, but it's a girl detective, essentially, I think.
Gotcha. I just know the jingle. I think I've heard the jingle.
We will know who they are in about 5 years, which is about how long a baseball season is.
True.
For real, EEV has gone to San Diego before, but I never made it that far south, so I'm psyched about going.
Are you guys gonna try to go for TwitchCon? You should. TwitchCon will be fun. Again, I'll send a message out for TwitchCon once they announce the tickets.
He is a 12-year-old.
Who? What?
Absolutely, yes.
True story, San Diego is one of my favorite places on earth. My grandmother lived there for 40 years.
All right, Toaster has come
Toaster.
Toaster has come to another account to send me an unban request. I don't think you're gonna win this unban request, but I'll entertain it. I'll entertain it for a second here. Let me play some sad music because I just don't think this is gonna be a win for Toaster.
I don't need to hear it, Sano.
TTS off for a second. Hey, sorry if what I said made you mad. I was just trying to make random sounds because I like them and they're funny. I understand that it looks like a certain word. You know what I'm talking about. But I have no intention to ever say a word like that in your stream. Please consider this. Also, it's the internet. Of course they want me banned. Oh, attacking you guys. Oh, that's not the way to go, Brennan. I'm sorry. That's going to be another ban. I just know it. But I like knowing your full name now. Damn, harsh. That's a weird take.
Damn it.
Fair argument, lol.
It is fair.
EW.WellBeRoadTalksBack. Kanitro-Washuatsit.
Hello.
I just don't care if he's here because he doesn't care about my anything going on. He just wants to play the bleep sound. He just likes the bleep.
Here's a deal. Brennan needs to take the van and for a determined amount of time after about a month or so they can ask again if they're a true fan of the channel.
True. I just think it's funny, somebody coming in and saying, hey, if I spam the Taco Bell sound, will you ban me? like yeah, I'm going to have to.
He's like a baby making random sounds just to make them.
It's just not that complicated. Yeah, I'm gonna ban. You're gonna spam? Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I love TikTok. This is why I do this, guys.
Back to our convo. If you ever think people really like baseball, see how they react when they get more baseball than they expected.
What do you mean by that?
This is what happens when you don't pay attention to their kids.
That's true. That's all right. I got it, Aves. I got it. What do you mean by more baseball? Like,
Watch when the game goes into extra innings and see if literally anybody is happy.
See, I don't know. Maybe I am a baseball fan. I love extra innings. I think it's so fun. But I love extra innings. I wish every game went into extra innings. Because that's more fun. I like the tense. The tenseness.
I'm gonna go on break for now. Enjoy the terraforming and your night.
Thank you. Thanks for popping in, Leah. I appreciate it.
On TV, it is. In person,
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I don't think I'd stick around in person. But I think it depends on how much... Nah, I would stick around. I would think it's interesting. Just gives me more time to drink and decide who's like a better team, you know? If it's that close, it's interesting. But if the game's like, if we're like 2 innings away and it's very clear who's going to win, then I have no interest in keeping. Like I won't stay. But if it's a 50-50 toss-up, I'm staying. I think I like that shit. Like, that's the only way baseball is interesting to me, is if it's, like, close. Everyone enjoying
It's
this?
okay, Avery. We all either have ADHD or neurodivergent misspelling is expected, lol.
True. Everyone enjoying this terraforming content? There's just absolutely nothing going on today. We barely played. I told you, I said this at the beginning of stream. Anybody that was here at the beginning, I said, we spend so much time on stream and we rarely get anything accomplished. And it was Skyward Sword. We did very little to nothing. Because we were just talking about Katy Perry and politics. And now we're terraforming and we're talking about fucking baseball. I know nobody's really accomplishing anything with playing Animal Crossing. It's just funny that we spend so much time doing it to no avail.
this has been the most ADD stream, and yet here we all are.
Sklag forgive me.
Forgive you. Are you Toaster or are you Meme Dude? I guess I could assume Meme Dude because it's called Afro Dude.
Half the time I'm playing AC, I'm just stuck at Harv's Island customizing.
I have never customized anything at Harv's Island. That's like the one thing I just haven't done. Haven't gotten that into it. I'd like to do that with the new terraform. I want this terraform to be the final terraform. I want it to be the perfect island. $2,265 hours. Very specific. Or more.
Wait, what, Jack?
Yeah, I've just never done it. Yeah, I don't take my island seriously enough. I'd like to, though. I would like for this to be an island I actually take serious. This and the 3.0 island. I just feel like I like Animal Crossing, but I like the very like bare bones chill whatever of Animal Crossing. I'm horrible at actually playing a good Animal Crossing game. But you guys are still here, so doesn't really matter. I lost the plot on when Animal Crossing used to be and fully went The Sims with new horizons. Yeah. Yeah, fair. I just haven't gotten there, but I'm not good at The Sims either. I'm not good at the creative side of any of it. But I'd like to be better at it. I'd like to get better at it. I see people do these crazy creations in Animal Crossing. I think it's really fun. I'm just never been my shtick. I don't know. That's fair. That's fair, Aves.
I like watching you play the game. I feel there is so many times I don't feel like talking. I like the socializing feeling from streamers. It's stimulating without being too much.
I agree. And that's kind of the concept. I try to play like chill games that I don't think too hard in, even Zelda and stuff, that I don't have to think that hard in because we can just talk during it, you know? That's the whole point. Especially the terraforming.
Yeah, playing Animal Crossing New Horizons on stream has also made it much more entertaining for me, lol.
Yeah, fair. We've got less than 15 minutes left on this. I'm going to finish this terraform. We're pretty much almost done with this. We made it through somehow. And then I'm going to clean up the water on that back end. And then I don't think I'm going to finish it, but I'm going to do as much as I can with the 14 minutes. It's really just terraforming today. Thank you for the like, Steve Harvey. I hope you're well. It is putting me to sleep though. I like terraforming a lot more than most.
Customizing stuff is pretty much the only thing I see Harv for.
Yeah, fair. I still was always more into like the other ones. I like kicks. I like getting all. Like I want to get all the art stuff like that. So I've been again really bad at it this playthrough, but I have played the game every day, and that's all I actually wanted to do.
Fun fact, I have never decorated a home in HHP.
I feel like HHP is pretty fun too. Happy Home is one of those things that I actually enjoy a little bit less on stream. I think the decorating part of Animal Crossing is fun, but one of those things that loses me on stream, which is funny because I think it's the whole point of Animal Crossing. Most people would be like, no, that's literally what you're supposed to be doing with Animal Crossing. But for some reason, it's like the one part that loses me when I'm streaming. Yeah, you should, Ellie. It's fun. You want to know what I'm packing for lunch? I do. What are you packing for lunch? Oh, 1 second.
The HHP music makes me sleepy.
That's fair too. That's part of the problem with Animal Crossing. It's like a bunch of sleepy music, but we have to do the decorating. Just want to make sure my cat's peeing in the litter box. This is a pretty long stream today. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. I streamed for like 13 hours yesterday, and I decided, yeah, I can be on for 5 goddamn hours the next day. I've had a nice time, but man, I'm tired. Who thought of this? Who told me to do this?
Wheat Thins, Mango Crab Snack Medley, Freeze Dried Apple, Vanilla Covered Raisin, Sunflower Seeds, and a Hawaiian Roll Sandwich.
Nice.
Half the time I'm playing it's after work, and I get about a good hour in before I'm high, and decorating is essentially useless.
Fair. It is a good high game. Kay, thank you for the follow. K, Kai. I know a K that's spelled that way, so I'm going to say K. I think that's what I'm going to do tonight. That sounds really nice. I'm going to smoke. I could use a smoke. I don't usually say that. I need to sleep. I think I'm just going to smoke and knock out tonight.
Marijuana?
Cocaine.
Weed.
Yeah. Oh.
Meth?
Yeah. You're starting to get it. Any of those. Any of the above.
Crack.
Yeah. What, you think I'm a pussy?
Elm Fair.
We're in San Diego. It's all everyone's doing here. You know what the worst part is? I didn't finish this Terraform. So I'm either going to finish this off stream or come back tomorrow and do it. And then we just got to do this some more. I'll be more awake tomorrow. We'll have more things to talk about, I'm sure. There's not a ton going on in my life to talk about, which is part of the problem. Because all I do...
we get on at an announcement. Say guys, non stream tomorrow.
True. Please finish it off stream.
God, please finish it off stream.
I'm maybe clean it up off stream, but there's so much more I need to do. I'm probably going to do it on stream.
There's only 2 things to do in San Diego. Skateboard or smoke weed.
True. What time am I on tomorrow? Tomorrow's at noon. Noon? Let me go to my schedule here. Tomorrow's at noon. Yeah, no, I had this problem before the heavy wedding planning, where my whole life revolved around streaming, so I didn't have a lot to talk about. I do have more to talk about, but for some reason I get on stream and I'm like, this is it, you know? Nothing to talk about, despite me definitely having things to talk about. I live in goddamn San Diego. I started taking notes to be like bullet points for like, hey, you should talk about this thing that happened. But I haven't done that in a while because I didn't need to, because there was so much wedding planning and stuff to talk about there. I just never know whether I'll have the chance to talk in my streams, because a lot of times I'll start a conversation and you guys will go rampant with either following up to the conversation or random nonsense.
Our friend used to write down topics to talk about.
And so I never know how much I actually need to like plan for to talk about on stream. Like,
Find that weaker on the street and tell us about that interaction.
Like right now is a perfect time to talk about like the challenges I had with my wedding. Like I'm confident like no one will pop in that I don't feel comfortable about. But now I only have 7 minutes left on the stream, you know? But earlier when I was trying to talk about it, it was like this chaos where I could barely get a word out. So it's just like I have to like, it's just the ebbs and flows.
Spill the tea.
Tell us the fast version.
Tell us the fast version.
I'll tell you. I mean, we talked about most of it, but I'll go person by person. I'll keep terraforming because I need to terraform. What's your question, Afro dude? Horrible timing. My brother's on the spectrum. He had kind of a little meltdown.
Spill.
A little meltdown the day of our actual wedding. Well, back up. We'll go full
Off
send.
to dinner. Night schla aka fam.
Bye, Evie. Take care. The day before our wedding, we legally got married. We had a secret surprise elopement at our rehearsal dinner that nobody knew about, other than our family, obviously. We planned this about a week before the wedding. We said we really don't want to get married with this huge group of people that we're not that close to. So we got eloped at our rehearsal dinner. Shocked everyone. That's that. Lynn's cousin.
After you are done with the on Animal Crossing New Horizons, are you gonna keep going or stop?
I am going to probably... I'm not quite sure. It just depends on what game is out at that point. It also depends on if I actually succeed in this 1 year Afro dude. So it kind of is dependent on different factors there. So anyways, after this surprise rehearsal, both the bridesmaid that spilled the champagne and her maid of honor, the two people that were kind of not great on her side.
Keep going to make a world record.
No, I would never get that world record. It's actually, I think, literally impossible. People have played this for much longer than I will have. Forever. What was I saying? This is what I was talking about. We start talking and other people start talking. They both got really pissed off. And we kind of thought it was a joke, but it kind of stopped seeming like a joke. They kept saying, you're going to have to win back our trust and stuff like that. And it was like, my God, guys, this is like our wedding, so we can do whatever we want. So that was a really weird start to that. And they kept this up all night. They were like, you have to win back our trust. You have to win back our trust. Whereas all of our actual friends were like, hey, I'm glad you did this the way you wanted to do this. That's awesome. You know, congrats. Next day comes around. My groomsmen, my friend groomsmen, didn't stay the night that night for some reason at the hotel, was unwilling to stay at the hotel. So she drove back, which was weird. Then, it was like we never got a hello from the groomsmen or the bridesmaids. We never got a goodbye the next day. No one helped us clean up, even after the spill, the incident. Nobody asked to help, including the person that spilled the champagne. Not happy with like some of the speeches. It just was like a whole variety of so many things. My groomsmen, which is the one I wasn't talking about earlier, that I don't really want to spill too much tea on, because again, she could pop in at any point, but she didn't stay the night, either night, which was weird.
There's no records for playing this game non-stop, so we're the first on.
I'm not playing it non-stop though, Afro dude. There's no record for this. I promise I'm not breaking a record. It would be genuinely impossible. My groomsmen, that again, long-term friend, 20 years of friendship. I really expected to have like this really nice time with. Barely talked to me all night. Her speech like had things that were so outdated that they weren't even true anymore about me, which I was fine with, but it was like, okay, that's not even true anymore. It's a well-known fact that that's not true about me anymore. And then she was really upset because her ex from high school was there. Her ex from high school was also my best friend, almost became a groomsman as well. Really close to this dude. And she couldn't stop talking about how frustrated she was that he was at the wedding. And at the wedding, we got to the boat, and she beelined to me, and she goes, "Did you see me next to blank, you know, this friend?" And I was like, "No, goddamn, I did not."
She knew had been there prior. Or no?
Yes, so she knew. She knew. I've been talking about it for weeks. And I was like, yeah, no, he's going to be there. And I told her, I'm like, let me know, you know, if you're not comfortable with...
that's whack.
If there's something you're uncomfortable with, but he's going to be there because I'm really close to him. And she goes, no, it's all good. But then all night and every phone call I had, it was good. I'm talking about the bad parts, but generally it was good. Also, hi Ninja, how are you? And the whole time it was just me trying to convince her that she was going to be okay. That her ex from high school 10 years ago was at my wedding and not even sitting next to her. So it was super, like, I was like, this is not what I need to be focusing on today. And I didn't think it would really be that much of a problem. And it was. It was really obnoxious. Thank you, Afro, dude. It was just really, kind of pissed me off. It was like, I didn't need this to be the focus. So I ended up talking to him, the friend, so much more than her. Because I was like, I deserve to talk to people that actually want to talk to me. And I kind of was like telling him the tea. I was like, I'm not happy with how she handled this. And he's like, no, this day was supposed to be yours, man. You should be able to enjoy it.
Yeah, that's understandable. You shouldn't have to handle that.
It also isn't something to handle. He didn't cheat on her. He's a good guy. They just broke up because they were in goddamn high school. And she just won't get over it. She doesn't even like him anymore. She's like in relationships and whatnot. She's been in several since him. So I just don't know what hold he has on her. And I'm sitting there like, why does this matter? Who cares if you get seated together? But she was hell-bent on it. And I couldn't talk to her because I knew every time I talked to her, she would talk about the fact that he was there. It was the first thing on her mind. Instead of me, her, like, the person that's getting married, she's like the groomsman of. This one person was on her mind. At the rehearsal dinner, she was like, is he going to be here? And I was like, no. And she assumed he was going to be there everywhere. I was like, no, he's not going to be here at most of this. Like, he's not going to be here for this. She came to me the next day at the ceremony, said, well, he's going to be here. I said, no, he's not going to be here. He's just here for the reception and the after party. And I don't know, she was just really upset with the fact that he was at this wedding. And I know nothing happened between them, which is why I was so frustrated by it. She like actively didn't invite +1s because of him, stuff like that. And I was like, man, you've made this really difficult. I had to change the whole seating arrangement because of these two. And it doesn't actually matter. It's so strange. It was 10 years ago. Anyways, so doesn't matter. Perfectly good, perfect wedding. What is the villager guy doing? I don't know what he was doing. She's still into him? No, she kind of hates. She kind of hates him. I am a nerd. And so I was just so confused that she was so frustrated by this, and I really like haven't talked to her much since because I just.
Me too.
Thank you. Good. Most of us are. I haven't talked to her much since because it's just not, it's almost not a worthwhile relationship to keep going. I just feel like she just overreacts about a lot of things. And this was my breaking point. So with that relationship, at least. So that's my tea.
Anna, don't call you nerd. Anna, call you smart guy.
You just called me a nerd. I don't call you a nerd. I call you a smart guy. You just call me a nerd though. Yeah, anyway, so it was fine. The wedding was perfect for what it was. I just think that the people we put big roles on, I don't think they fulfilled those roles as much as I wish they did. But that's okay. You know, you can't win them all.
Spestum AM subo de night chat, bullish la Kalila for me and spantids.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave too. I know I'm above time. I just want to keep terraforming as long as I can. I'm gonna finish this little row that I'm doing right now. And then I am going to bop out of here. So, but that's most of my wedding drama. There was nothing else that went horribly wrong. But I mean, outside of other people that weren't groomsmen, bridesmaids that were put in roles that they didn't need to be put in, but I don't need to like. I should make a nut in this, actually. That would be really funny. Dude, if I made a nut island? Oh, wait, that's a great idea. Thank you, Meltor. It's an incredible idea. Wait, that's a great idea. I'm absolutely gonna do that. One of these maps is just gonna be a nut. That'd be so funny. But I like don't feel the need to like constantly like talk shit about my own wedding. I feel like it was a perfect wedding. I just like the things that stand out at a wedding are the things that go wrong. That's just how it is. It's like if you don't remember it and whatnot. And so there were a lot of perfect moments. There were a lot of perfect moments in this wedding, and some that just were not. So I am gonna make a nut map. That sounds so funny. I'm absolutely gonna do that. Where is my nut? Where would this? Yeah, the town halls. That would be incredible. I would have to talk to Jubsticks. That would be so funny. I am gonna do a nut island. That sounds really funny. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna design that right now.
Look at me being sleep deprived but creative.
So good, so good. This is what I pay you for, Meltor.
Holy. Nut villager?
I think nut villager would be harder. I have to pay someone to do that, but the PNG of the nut wouldn't be that hard.
I'm getting paid.
Yeah, go to bed. Go to bed. I'm gonna leave, guys. I'm gonna shoot you off to a raid to hopefully somebody a little bit more awake.
Good night.
Good night. If anybody wants to spread the love over to somebody, I want to give someone.
Bye, Jack.
I'm gonna give someone that's smaller, who's probably playing Animal Crossing. Smaller, playing Animal Crossing face cam, low to high. Let's see if we can find anybody that's new and seems like they'd be fun. Here, you guys can look with me. And then I'll say my goodbyes. You guys always say goodbye so early. I promise I won't leave you in the dust here. I would love a face cam. Ideally, Animal Crossing. You're playing chess. Are you playing chess? Oh, Treasure Island plus chess. That's a fascinating mashup. Chess and Treasure Island. Man, good for you, actually. Treasure Island.
Bye, Jack. See you next stream.
Faithful Fairy's on. Faithful Fairy's really kind. I'm gonna maybe shoot you over to Faithful Fairy. She's always doing fundraisers for really good things. She does a lot of things that I wish I did on stream more. That I'd like to do more on stream down the line. But let me look at this one just in case.
Lost for a long time. Two parallel lines.
She's singing country? I don't know what she's singing. I'm gonna shoot you over to Faithful Fairy. She doesn't have anyone watching her, and she deserves it. So, Faithful Fairy's not really a friend, but an acquaintance of mine. I pop over to her streams quite a bit. She's super kind. She's doing a charity for the California Fire. Oh, that's for the last one. Well, she was doing California Fire fundraiser. If she's not doing a fundraiser, please go. Just send her your love. I'm gonna start that raid. Kay Grovile, if you know Kay Grovile, he comes into chat once in a while, and he is her, I believe, fiance. I don't think husband. But she's really nice. You should definitely talk to her for a while. I'm shocked she doesn't have people on, to be honest. She deserves it. So, take care. Have a lovely night. I apologize for kind of a sleepy stream, but I'm sure I'll be back with more energy tomorrow. And I will see you then. I'm going to be on at noonish. I think I said noonish. Noonish tomorrow. I'm going to try to get a YouTube video out on Friday. And you should follow me everywhere. You should follow Faithful Fairy. You should hang out. And I'll see you tomorrow. Cool.
Have a nice night. Bye, Jack.
Bye. Goodbye, Sonic. Aves, Lovebug, Meltor, Ali, Evie. Thank you guys for being in here. I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.